Hello, everyone. Good morning. I got my headscarf on because well, wait till you hear why I have my headscarf on. I am gonna do a three-card pool because it's just guidance is everything, and just this will be a three-card pool for the energy of today, so you can always come back to this video and see how it played out for you. I can't guarantee this is going to be an everyday thing, but I do want to pull three cards for myself today, so I'm going to pull some for you guys today. Good morning. What are you baking? I just made some cookies last night. Chocolate chip cookies are my like kryptonite, literally. If you want to win me over, if you want to buy me, that's all you need is chocolate chip cookies. That's it. That's it. Very, very cheap. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Gabby. Hello. Hello. For all of my members, I will be coming on today later live. Somebody reminded me, you still haven't come on. What I was trying to do was actually order some plants. I've been all around the city trying to look for specific plants, and the nursery that's literally down the street from me closed down. I missed a plant sale. My gosh, I passed there one day and there was cars everywhere. I don't know why I didn't stop. And I went there a few days later and they said they were closing down and they had a plant sale. I can't believe I missed that. But I will be on today for my members and posting a specific video for you guys. So if you have any requests about what you want to see in the membership tab, let me know. But I will be getting on there for protection reasons. Good morning, everyone. All right, so I'm going to pull three cards just for the energy of the day for the Aries and what you need to know. And I really want you guys to focus on these cards. Don't just read them or see them and forget them, because I have a funny story to tell you guys about a particular card that has been coming out in the readings for us. And I don't really relate the readings to us. I'm not dating anyone. I don't have any love situations to me going on. So it's interesting because it was a reminder to myself to pay attention to messages that we get. Now, may not be really funny, but I like to find the humor in everything. I love to laugh, but I was like, I have to share this with my people because you guys know I'm very transparent. Um, and it's just who else I'm gonna talk to. So let's see here. So what is three cards here today for Aries that you need to know? Cards are flying out. Okay. Holy Spirit, spirits and angels. Please allow me to clear message here for the Aries collective. The window's open. I just finished saging and everything. So you may hear loud sounds in the background. How are you guys doing today? Where are you guys at? You got to jump off and you can't hear the story. Always click back on. But I wanted to do the three card pull first. Thank you, Alora. Alora Love. Thank you. Wisconsin. Yeah, where you guys at? From Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C. That's where my mom is near. She's in the DMV. All right, let's take a look here. What does Aries collective need to know for today? I was just going to say, I was going to show you guys the cards that I got for today, but let's see here. This card came out in the weekly. So this is a very important card right here. The fact that it just came out, I'm using a completely different deck. I haven't used this deck in a long time. It came out and it came out for me in another deck. This is something big, Aries, okay? The bottom of the deck, we have the death card. So things are changing. Things are changing. May have been stressed out, worried about a situation, but things are about to change. Death card represents transformation. Wow. YouTube blows it with all those commercials, huh? So Aries, let me pull one for the let me give you a goddess, goddess African rising. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to visit Nashville. I can't wait. It's on my to-do list, my bucket list of places in America. I have a list for America still and side of the country. Those of you who don't know, I spent the better part of my youth in England. That's where I grew up for a little while. So my mom was in the military, so I did get to see a lot of the world. but I do want to see some more of America before I decide to leave again. Yes. Let's see here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising. Holy fucking shit. I hope I don't get flagged for that. Goodness. Man, the energy is strong today. Okay, Aries. So what you got is the World card. You got the card and it says manifestation. Okay. Hold on a second. Reconnecting. Okay. Can you guys see me, hear me okay? Because I just saw it said it was reconnecting. Hello, hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me before I go forward. Lagging a little bit. Let me know if it's back because I did see the message where it said it was kind of out. Okay, good. Bad. So the world card here talks about success, right? This came in the weekly. If you guys haven't watched the weekly, go back and watch it. It means that there's something here in your life that is closing out, a chapter, maybe a cycle, okay? And there is about to be forward movement. When I see that Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, those cards have been coming out a lot together too. So I don't know if somebody has been in an energy of worry, stress, anxiety about a particular situation. Is it out again? Okay, hold on, let me wait. I don't know what's wrong with the let me turn here my this off. I wonder why. It's saying that it's running. I'll wait a second. Yeah, maybe have a lot of things running right now. So let's see. How you guys? Okay, so I'll restart. And can you guys hear me again? I'll start over in the world card. Okay. Um, I feel like AT&T does that like every few months. They'll just start making your energy glitch just so that you can upgrade again. Because it's like, what? Like, I just upgraded my plan. You said I needed more Wi-Fi. You said I needed more this, that, and then it starts glitching. So that's you guys. I'm just waiting. Some of you said you can't hear. I don't want to do this on a pre-recorded, so I'm gonna try to do it. And then if it's really bad, um, I'm gonna come back and do this on a pre-recorded. Is it still bad? Just give me the thumbs down if you can't hear. I'm gonna come back. Okay, let me write this. 1 second. You can hear? I was gonna say you can hear now. If it goes out again, I'm just gonna leave the cards out and pre-record, okay? Okay? So just guys, if there's ever a point where you stop hearing, just give me a thumbs down, okay? And then I'll just get off because somebody's trying to block our success. Somebody is not trying to let this message get out right now. Okay, so what we have here, we have the World card, okay? And this card is about closing cycles out, okay? Moving away from things, but literally closing them out, chapters being closed, but it is also about success, okay? Walking away from things that may have kept you in this energy of stress and anxiety and lack, and just things that needing to be closed out. Sometimes it could talk about health as well. It could talk about traveling, literally, physically, or spiritually. And this card has come out for the weekly this week. So, and the energy I picked up on it and for the weekly was that there was something that was going to turn out in your favor this week. There was a situation where you were going to start something new, and that was the route that you needed to be on. Okay, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is something that is near and dear to you. Some of you, it could be school, it could be a goal you're trying to accomplish, it could be maybe you've been waiting on a promotion, something that you have been working on, a skill, a craft. Pentacles can actually represent physical health, it can represent things that are bringing you in money. Okay, and this is something that you have been working on, planning on for a little bit of while. So there is success here. A lot of you, monetary success, literally. And, to add on to that, we have the Magician here. So this could be something that literally you may have had a plan for this to come in 3, 4, 5 months from now, and it shows up this week or it shows up today. I mean, this is the energy of today. There's something here about manifestations being realized, also realizing that something here for you is not working out and it needs to end abruptly. It needs to end now. Even if this is a difficult ending that needs to happen today, it is going to change your life. It's going to change your life. It's going to take you to the next level. It's going to be transformative. Hello, Allie. Hey, hello, Dolly. And then to back that up, you have the card of manifestation. So this is the energy for today, guys. I mean, it's also a good thing. It's also a good time if you're at work. Pull out a notepad and get to writing. Get to writing, get to scripting. I mean, some of my biggest manifestations came me being in a cubicle. Not gonna lie, this channel, me being a stay-at-home mom, all of the shit that I manifested. I had notebooks in my desk drawer of things I wanted to create. And I'm literally living a lot of those things now. So if you get the urge, I always keep a notebook with me, but there's something here that you should be focused on or you have been focused on. Today is a good day to manifest, or some of you may actually be seeing it materializing today. Okay. And I said it's crazy because I got the world card for myself and I got the manifestation card today for myself, but I did not get the rest. So this is something here that some of you needed to see. Let's take a look at this. And then I'm gonna tell you guys the funny story. Okay, so we have manifestation here for the collective for today. Showers of blessings are yours. You are a rainmaker, master manifester, shifter, alchemist, and a sorceress. Open your hands and heart. Yes, make it rain. You are manifesting big. This has been a long time coming. You are co-creating with spirit. Match the energetic frequency, the ashe of your desire. You are magnetic and like attracts like. Raise your vibration to align with the sacred. Close your eyes and see your blessings. Feel them in your bones. Ask, believe, act, allow, and receive. Okay, so the goddess declaration is divine blessings flow to me so easily. I love that. Divine blessings flow to me so easily. I love that they put so in there. So easily. So that is your energy reading for today. Where's this deck at so I can show you this? This is crazy. Pugsley, come here. You want to come help tell this story? So you guys, you know how like a few months ago that what card was that? The false person card kept coming out, and then I just started getting a whole bunch of messages. Like people were saying how that was manifesting in their lives. Like, so that's the thing about tarot. Energy will come out, and it could mean something different for everyone. That's why it's always important to use your discernment. Okay. Take the messages, because even sometimes I interpret it, it may not be an interpretation for everyone, but the fact that the card comes out and you keep seeing repeating cards, it is a message. Okay. It is a message for the collective. Where's this card at? And I feel that this may be a message for you guys as well, because it kept coming out in the reading and people were saying things. I kept seeing people. I'm working on my health, being a vegan. You know where I'm going. I can't find the card now. It's like disappeared. All these things. Puggy, what's wrong? Come here. Look at that. In the card. There it is. Does it say? And the card disappeared. So maybe I got the message. So yesterday, some of you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, things like that. My hobby is weightlifting and exercising. I love the gym. It just makes me feel good. I feel that Aries is just something that we do need in our lives to be successful and is to be active. I'm not pushing or anything like that for anybody to go join a gym. My first passion is dance, actually. I love to dance since I was little, dance team, captain of the dance team. I love all dances, lyrical jazz. Um, and I'm good on the pole too. Okay. But but I like to be moving. And so that's why I got into my gym. I go to an all girls gym. And so yesterday I did a weightlifting competition. It was a mock weightlifting competition. It was the first one I've ever done, and it was so much fun. Like, whew, made me alive. Love it. Okay. Had an amazing time. I think some of the stories are still up on my Instagram if you guys want to go see. New passion downloading. Okay. So, with that being said, I work out about 4 or 5 times a week, sometimes twice a day, and I've been slacking. You guys have seen this card come out a lot. Judge your diet, change your diet is slowing down your success. And there was a point, maybe last year, where I was watching everything that I ate. I was like, literally, I would say probably last year was the best shape of my life. I was seeing myself slim down. And then you start, when you're working out every day, you see yourself going further when you're working out because of your diet. So that correlates that to that. But then you also will see you have more energy throughout the day. So I saw somebody say, well, I don't have energy when I work out. I'm not saying everybody's the same, but most people do. If you're doing it the right way, you will have, if you burn energy, you will have energy for the rest of the day. Like that makes sense if you're really pushing yourself. And I will see myself have more, I'm learning and I'm in tarot. Okay. And I still see myself have more energy throughout the day, just being a single mom, things like that. I feel like superwoman. Lately, not so much. Well, tell me why. Yesterday, I had a good breakfast, had a good lunch. We had barbecue yesterday at the meet and everything like that. And then I went to my friend's house and she was supposed to cook. She's African, so I always love her dishes that she cooks. But we got a little carried away with the wine and a little bit of hookah and things like that. And so she never really started cooking on time. So I was like, you know what? I gotta get home. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's way late now. I'm not really gonna have time to cook before my son has to go to bed and get something to eat. Now, Roman has declared that he is a vegetarian. So he doesn't eat meat. He stopped eating meat about 4 years ago. And I've like had a battle with him about eating just certain foods. He has this thing where he doesn't like the texture of some foods. And some kids will run game on you, but it seems like this is a real thing for him. So we stopped at, you guys already know where I'm about to say, where we stopped on the way home to get some food. Can you guess where we stopped? After all that working out, after all that lifting I did yesterday. Um, you guys can hit the like button. I know. But guess where we stopped to get something to eat? I have a TikTok app, but I don't really use it. I will start more using it. I do have on Instagram. Yep. Yep, Gabby. Yep. That's where we stopped. That's where we stopped. That's exactly where we stopped. That's where we stopped. Not somewhere I like to stop, but that is where we stopped. And you tell me why. Tell me why he was like, Mom, I asked him, I was like, you want mac and cheese? That's his go-to. I make mac and cheese. And or you want, some fries. He doesn't need anything else but fries from there. So I got him some fries for Mickey D's. And I got me a McChicken. And I got me some fries. So I'm a thick girl. I got two of them. I got two of the I got two, what do you call them? Hot and spicy. Pugsley, come here, come here. But I take the bread off of them because I feel like I'm eating at McDonald's. I'm doing a little bit healthy. I took the bread off of them and put them together just so I could have more meat, have more proteins, which I thought was good. It'll be in the description box once this video ends, Stacy. So we get home, we don't really eat right away because I'm like, just going to McDonald's had me disgusted. So on the way home, after we went to McDonald's, we went stopped by Winn-Dixie just so I could have some things to cook for today, thank goodness. And so we did that, and then we get home. Started cleaning up, made him get in the shower and stuff before he ate. We sit down and eat. Yes, McDonald's. And so we're sitting on the couch watching The Crown. That's my obsession right now. And all of a sudden, guys, I eat McDonald's, I eat my food, and my, I, s- I started getting hot. Okay, that was the first sign. I started getting hot. I started getting hot all over. And then all of a sudden, I was like, Roman was talking to me, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. Could you just stop talking for a second? I was like, I can't concentrate on anything. Just stop talking to me, please. I was like freaking out. I was like, why am I getting hot? Like, okay. So I'm getting up and I'm just standing there a little bit, still watching TV because I'm not thinking it's a big deal. I was like, okay. First of all, Pugsley's like stage 5 clinger, so he was on top of me. I had to push him off of me. And I started standing up while I was watching TV. And as I'm standing up, I start stripping. Like just just instantly I start stripping. I take my pants off first. I take my shirt off. I had sports bra and stuff like that underneath. So and then I start scratching. So I break out in hives. And then that's when the wig had to go. So my wig, you saw my blonde wig, was glued down. And I was just like, it felt like my wig just shrunk like 3 or 5 times. And it was like cutting off my circulation to my head. That's not what was happening. I was literally going into like, I guess it would be considered anaphylactic shock. My head started swelling. My right back here started to swell up. My ears got hot, and I ran to the bathroom and I started to try to tear off my wigs. If you're black, you know you don't tear your wig off because it's on your edges, right? And it's usually glued down. So I was like, okay, Chelsea, you can't tear your wig off. So I was trying to stop myself and do it the right way, looking for scissors, looking. I mean, right now I'm laughing about it because I always look back on the past and laugh. I'm living, I'm here, here to tell you the story. That's how it should be. I'm grateful to be here to tell someone the story. But at the time, looking back, I was literally running around like a chicken with his head cut off. And I'm just like, what's happening? I come back in here and I'm like, in my underwear and in my bra. And I'm like, Roman, I was like, something's happening. Like, I'm still trying to remain calm because I'm the only parent here. And he's there, he's looking at me like worried and concerned. And I'm just like, okay, let me go back here. And I call because I don't like, it was almost bedtime. I don't like to just put him in the car and go places. That's just my thought. But something like that's happening, you guys, go if you can go immediately. I called the nurse's line, and like as I was telling her my symptoms, she was like, you need to go to the ER. And I was like, okay, that's what I thought. But I physically, it took me about 10 minutes to get to the car and go because I had to redress myself. I had to calm down. I had to act calm in front of my child. And I'm like, literally, my throat is like starting to close. And I'm just like, but the wig had to go. I walked into the ER with my wig cap on. And they were like, okay, you could go straight to the back. So like, as soon as I walked in, I was like, something's happening to me. I need something now. But yeah, so the doctor gets there, and I drank a whole ton of water on the way there, as much as I could. And so I feel like the water, I don't know, I guess maybe starts pushing some of it down or whatnot, because as I was getting to the hospital, of course, isn't it crazy how when you go to the ER, you could be dying at home, but as soon as you walk into the hospital, your symptoms start to kind of just go away. It's so crazy. And you're trying to tell them like, no, this was really bad at home, but anyways, and so yeah, so they gave me, I got 2 shots in my butt last night. You see my band is still on my wrist. Um, and so yeah, I was at the hospital a little while last night. You told me not to take a shower this morning. Good thing I showered before, but McDonald's? What are your comments saying? McDonald's, but I just thought it was funny because this card has been coming up for like the last 2 weeks, and I'm sure it means something different for everyone. Not everybody's going to go into shock from McDonald's, but that kind of eating has been making me sluggish. It has been making me tired. Not to mention this godforsaken daylight saving times where it just gets dark, like at 4:30. But change your diet and slowing down your success. And I just feel like, spirit doesn't, for me, spirit doesn't hold back for me. Even when I started this channel, even when I started, going through my spiritual journey and my spiritual awakening, when my spirit guides want me to do something and I start ignoring it, the worst of the worst really does come to me. And then once I listen, it's gone. It's happened with that with relationships. It happens like that with friendships. Like people are really, I don't want to say they're forced to betray me, but it's almost like a really bad thing happens when I try to ignore a person that's not supposed to be in my life. If I ignore like this car, I have never been allergic to anything in my life. The only thing I've ever been allergic to was penicillin when I was a baby, my mom told me. But anything else, I can eat anything. I've never had any kind of allergic reaction. My son just found out he's allergic to shellfish in 2020 during the lockdown. That was scary. Um, Possibly all kinds of fish. He ate crawfish and his whole face swole up. I was so terrified. When you're trying to tell your kid, eat your food, eat all your food, you're not getting up. And he started swelling up. But so he has a few allergies and I've gotten him tested. I'm gonna go get tested tomorrow. But yeah, but the spiritual thing here is that when I got home, I was just wow, it's like that card popped into my head. And it was kind of like, see, we told you, we told you. Like spirit shows no mercy on me. And sometimes, and I'm sure spirit shows no mercy on you guys either, but we get so used to just fighting those messages, fighting our intuition, fighting the signs that you literally get comfortable living in a lower vibration, or you get comfortable just going with the flow and having things difficult for you. And then when you get this awakening and you get that monkey off your back, you're like, wow, this feels amazing. This feels different because you're not used to being at a higher vibration, but it feels good. Um, but yeah, no fast food for that matter. And like I say, I do cook. My son he's I don't want to say self-proclaimed because that's what you do, but he doesn't like meat. So I used to get, and I'm gonna start my well, I don't really need to, but I got months and months worth of HelloFresh. And then once you get the recipes, you don't really need to keep ordering from them. You just rotate the recipes. And we got like the vegetarian version. So I got a lot of good foods. I mean, I'm not saying I can't eat meat, I just need to watch that. But maybe I don't. Maybe I don't need to eat meat because I've gotten a message before a few years ago that I should slow down on certain meats too. But this allergy test will tell me that for sure, what I need to be eating, what's good for me, what's not good for me. But yeah, as I was talking to the doctor and he was like, I was like, Doc, I was like, are you sure somebody didn't try to poison me? Like, he started laughing. And because you've seen all these things on the news now where women grab their door handles and there's things on the door handles and stuff like that, and sex, I don't want to say the word, but people try to steal you and all that other stuff. So yeah, like I was like freaking out. The doctor was like, no, he was like, that's not what it is. He said it's definitely a food allergy. And I told him, I was like, I had a good breakfast this morning because I went weightlifting, had a good lunch. I said it was just at the end of the day, I stopped there. And he was like, you'd be surprised. He said, what's in that? He said they used to have, he said he tested McDonald's before. And you guys, I think, had, they had is it silicone or something in the chicken nuggets before that was fake. And I probably should listen. I mean, I don't really eat the chicken nuggets anyways, but that's interesting that he said that because that was when around 4 years ago, my son stopped eating it. It was like, I don't know, my son is very intuitive. And it was just something one day he just said, I don't want that anymore. And he's 9, so that he was like 5 years old. He was like, I don't want this anymore. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna force you to eat this, and so, but he was saying that they took it out of it and I've tasted them since and they don't taste the same, which may be a good thing. But yeah, you have no idea what they're putting in that stuff. And it's so crazy because I went a whole year without eating McDonald's. I was doing so good. And then you get lazy, time feels like it's slipping out of your hands. So you just do things that you didn't normally used to do and you pay for it. Hopefully you guys won't have to go down that route, but I just thought that was interesting. Let me look at some of your comments real quick. Let me see. Let me open this up. I see a lot of good comments. But yeah, I'm just like, okay. So I don't know who needed that message, just in case that's been something coming up for you about your diet or other things that have been coming up in the readings that we just don't tend to pay attention to. Yeah, my son just does not like it. He'll eat the fries, that's about it. And everything that they make, that's why I love Pinterest. When he started getting picky like that, everything that they'll make at recipes, at restaurants, if you like certain things at restaurants, somebody has found a copycat recipe alternative, and they usually post it on Pinterest. So that's what I do a lot of times for, like, mac, of course, mac and cheese. You can make that from scratch, make some. He likes that instead of getting the box all the time. Yeah, penicillin, Maria, from childhood when we all got the chicken pox and whatnot. That's when I found out that I was allergic to it. My grandmother, that's something that tends to be passed down, I think, or it's just we're all allergic to it because my grandmother was really allergic to it. My son, was allergic to it. And I kept trying to and I remember that's why you always have to keep pushing, because he had a really bad sickness, and he, like, not to be so graphic, but he had diarrhea, and the diarrhea, I guess he was having so much of it because of the penicillin, his butt had turned raw to the blood. And the doctor is sitting telling me, oh, that's because of the diarrhea. It's because of diarrhea. And I was like, my intuition was telling me, no, sir. I'm like, this is the medicine. Please switch the medicine. And I went to a different doctor, and he told me, yes. He was like, that's an allergic reaction. And so sometimes that's why you got to do your own research, because I'm not saying anything about doctors. God bless them. But, sometimes they don't like to look into everything. Yeah, Empress, EJ, I wouldn't get anything from them now anymore. Makes my stomach turn. No, yeah, everything you get, I would always, always, every time I get new sheets, they go straight to the washing machine for sure. Because you don't know what happens when they package. Sometimes there's bugs in them and things like that. Things aren't clean when you first get them from the store. Don't ever think that. Yeah, don't go back. Because one thing about it, you stop McDonald's for a long time, and then you go back, it's like crack. You get sucked back in of just saying, okay, well, I'll stop here because it was good last time. It means that you signed up. It means that you're a member. You signed up for the membership tab, no mess, spotless housekeeping, and I will be back on later because I've been putting that off, trying to get everything together. But information is information. I definitely want to get my hands on some plants, but I'll talk to you guys about that. Yeah. Yes. Oh my goodness. Empress EJ, she says, yes, I've learned to follow my intuition or I regret it later. Some people really, I don't like to use the word chosen ones because, it's just, I feel like we're all here for a divine purpose. But there are some people who do have platforms. And so I feel that, spirit, especially when people are listening to you and following your advice, they tend to not have too much mercy on those type of people, because it's like you don't want to lead anybody astray. And so I have to be very transparent, like, hey, when this is coming up for me and I don't listen, like, it literally wreaks havoc on my life. And I'm sure that happens to all of us. But imagine how easier our lives could be if we listen to our intuition the first time, mainly being in love relationships, especially women with men. I always say women with men, because no shade to the men, we have this intuitive energy inside of us as women, as divine feminine. We're born with it. we are trained to ignore it. Okay, we are trained to ignore it, sometimes to conform, sometimes because we think it's love, but that intuition is never, never wrong. And the more you listen to it, the more, like I always say, I use the analogy of a pencil, it gets sharpened. Your tool gets sharpened, and you listen to it more, and you're like, okay, oh my God, I was right. And then again, I was right. I was right. You're always going to be right when you listen to that first voice in your head. And so it'll get you more confident to trust in yourself. I mean, that's, I guess you could say, how I learned tarot was through my intuition. And I feel like, when I do come on and teach you guys and have a course and everything, that's what I really want to teach people. Yes, I can teach you the cards, their guide, the imagery, the signs, the symbolism. Yes, it's always good to know these things on tarot cards because they're out in the real world too. But your intuition is your first line of defense. Your intuition is going to nag you. It's going to talk to you. It's going to show you signs. It's going to show you colors. It's going to show you the same people and different people. Listen, pay attention. You save yourself so much heartache, so much pain. I mean, literally, you will save yourself. It may be scary, I think, because we get caught up in doing the same thing over and over again. So we get comfortable with familiarity. But woof, change is a breath of fresh air. And I don't think people teach that enough to embrace change. It's a really beautiful thing. And I'm just saying it can come out in all different types of ways. But I'm gonna show you guys Pugsley. I'm gonna get off because I have some meditating to do before I get back on here later. Puggy, he will ignore the hell out of me until I say treat. You want a treat? Here. Here. Want a treat? He's like, that's coffee. I know that's not my treat box. Come here, Puggy. Tell the people why. Show them your sweater because it's like 50 degrees outside. Say hey. It's okay. But yeah, intuition is key. I always tell people use the tarot as a guide, but your intuition is going to tell you better than anything else. Say hey. I'm gonna go get this hospital bracelet off. I just had to show you guys before I cut it off. Yeah, that treat word, treat, treat. The treat word is lethal. And now I can't even really spell it either because he knows it. He knows it. Treat or outside. Those are the two words. Gonna go outside? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, and if you have any I have two already for today, but if you have any marketing Mondays, any businesses, doesn't even have to be an online business. If you want to get the word out, there may be, you could be from a particular state. Somebody on here from a particular state might see it and hit you up. So if you have anything like that for Marketing Monday, you can email me at Aries Soul Guidance 222@gmail.com and put your entry. All I ask is that the brief description that you want to be said, please write that and send us some pictures or images to go with the post, okay? And links if you're selling anything, websites, YouTube channels. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, have a good day.